What's up, everybody? I am Jaspreet Singh from the MinorityMindset.com and welcome to the Minority Mindset. 2020 taught us a lot of things. One of the things that I learned is that you should always keep a year's worth of toilet paper in your pantry. But one of the biggest lessons that we learned, or that we should have learned, is that predicting the market is for losers. Nobody expected this virus to come out of nowhere and cause the stock market to crash by 35% in March. Nobody expected the fastest stock market recovery in history, and nobody thought that bankrupt stocks could see triple-digit growth in the middle of a recession. Yet if you go to Instagram or YouTube or Google or your Uncle Bunty, everybody's gonna try to predict what's coming next in the market. What's up, guys? Check this out. So I just came from the future, and what you need to understand is you need to convert all of your fiat currency into Bitcoin right now before it's too late. Wait, but what if Bitcoin prices crash? That's not possible. And it's not just random people on the internet. If you turn on CNBC, every day you're gonna see them bring on these successful money managers who are managing billions and billions of dollars. So these are the real deal, people that understand what's going on in the markets. And every day somebody's gonna come on and they're gonna say something like, oh, we are in a K-shaped recovery. And then other times they're gonna say, oh, we're in a W-shaped recovery. And then someone else is gonna come on and say, no, we are in a V-shaped recovery. Here's a little bit of insider information. Now, I know I'm just a random guy on YouTube, so take that for what it's worth, but nobody knows if this is an A, E, I, or U, or sometimes Y-shaped recovery, because nobody can predict what's gonna happen tomorrow, let alone 3 months from now, let alone 3 years from now. But Jaspreet, a random guy on Instagram told me that Tesla is gonna double by the end of the year. Look, nobody knows what's gonna happen, but everybody, every single person in the world has a prediction. I predict that you are gonna smash that thumbs up button below. Hindsight is 2020. Somebody's gonna be right about what's gonna happen, but we're not gonna know until it's too late. If you go to Google and you search, should I buy the Tesla stock? You're gonna have people writing articles about why you'd be a fool to buy Tesla at its current valuation. And you can have other people writing articles about why you are out of your mind if you don't buy Tesla at this price, because that means you don't believe in the future of technology, and that means you don't believe in Elon Musk. This is the biggest money-making opportunity in our lifetime. Just look, I'm making money everywhere. There's even money in my shirt. So before you go and start investing based off of what some random person on the internet says, make sure you do your own research. In almost every investing video that I make, I tell you that you should never blindly listen to a random guy on YouTube. The reason I say that is because you have different financial goals than me, and your financial goals are different than everybody else on the internet. Some of you are managing your money for retirement, which is 20, 30, 40 years away. Others of you might want to see a big return on your money this year, and others of you might be investing for passive income. Every financial goal needs its own strategy, okay? You cannot just blindly listen to a random person's stock picks because their financial goals aren't yours. That's cool and all, Jaspreet, but is Tesla a good investment or not? What are you saying? Look, if you bought Tesla for $400 and you sold it for $500, then Tesla is a good investment. But if you bought Tesla for $400 and then you sold it at $350, then Tesla is a bad investment. The exact same stock can make one person rich and it can make another person broke, just depending on how you invest in the company and what your strategy is. So next time you watch a YouTube video titled "Why You Need to Buy Tesla Now," I want you to ask yourself, what is the purpose of you watching this video? Are you watching it to learn something because you want to understand some research or analysis? Or are you watching it for confirmation bias because you just want somebody to tell you what you want to hear? Only losers try to predict the market. There's no way to know if the stock market is going to rally or crash by next week, okay? Even Warren Buffett can't do that. We could get hit with a new pandemic. A war could start. Our president could change. The Fed could change their monetary policy. There are so many factors that contribute to the stock market in the short term that it's impossible to predict what's going to happen. Trying to predict these short-term swings in the stock market is speculating. It's gambling. And speculation is fueled by greed and the desire to get rich quick. You see a stock going up and up and up and you think, wow, I want to get a piece of this action, so you start buying in even though the stock has already rallied 50%, even though you haven't done any research, you just want to buy because you don't want to miss out on the next big thing. This desire to get rich quick is what fueled so many people to go deep into debt to buy real estate that they could not afford back in the 2008 crash because everybody thought real estate prices can't come down. And it was that same desire to get rich quick and speculation that fueled people to buy these dot-com stock companies at insanely high valuations on companies that weren't making any money because everybody thought, oh, these internet stocks can't go down. Nobody wants to miss out on the next big thing, and everybody wants to get rich quick. And in every single one of these scenarios, the bubble bursts, and the people that got in on emotion were the ones that lost big. You buy in thinking that nothing bad can happen, and the next thing you know, your miracle investment, your get rich quick plan fails and your investment falls by 20% and now you panic and you sell and now you're at a loss. I want you as a minority mindset thinker to not think like the majority of people and understand what's happening. That way you can use your money the right way. The investors who make the most money over the long term are not the gamblers or the speculators looking to make a quick buck. It's the investors who are not interested in speculating. It's the investors who are interested in investing. It's the investors who sit back and are patient, who don't get emotional, and they wait to invest in the company, and then they invest because they want to own a piece of a strong and maybe undervalued company, and then they just own this company for the long term because they like the company that they're investing in. They're not investing into this company because they think, wow, everybody's making a whole bunch of money in this company, so let me get in too. If you're investing in a company for the long term because you like the company, then the day-to-day swings don't matter. You are in it for the long term. You're not trying to predict the market because the market is emotional, especially in the short term. You're going to see swings up and down, and if the stock crashes, all you're going to do is come in and buy more because you believe in your company. Look, being a smart investor is not as attractive as listening to your friends and buying the stocks that are hot and rallying. But you have to ask yourself, are you investing because you want to be cool, or are you investing because you want to make money? Just look at the numbers. Over the long run, the stock market, the economy, and strong companies have always gone up. Yet so many investors lose money because they are impatient, they're emotional, and because they're buying for all the wrong reasons. Warren Buffett says that the stock market is a device that transfers money from the impatient to the patient. I want you to be one of the people who is getting the money, not paying the money to everybody else. Our YouTube channel is all about financial education. That way you can make smart decisions with your money. So if you want to learn more and subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can do that by clicking the link below and hit that little notification bell too. That way YouTube actually lets you know when our new videos are released. And if you do want to go a little bit deeper into your own financial education, we have a free ebook on money management and investing that you can read for free when you sign up for our financial education emails, which are also free. You can get a free ebook and start reading our financial education emails by clicking the link up here or by clicking the link in the description below. By the way, our financial education emails are separate from our financial news emails. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, share it with one friend. That way we can help spread the word. If you want to learn more about how you can grow a small stock market portfolio into something much larger, I already made a video on this, and you can watch this video on YouTube by clicking this button right over here. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.